Hi you guys, today I'm doing a tutorial on how I made this miniature dried Victorian lavender wreath. It's tied with a really delicate little lace bow. It makes me think of like a keepsake for a friend. It's really fresh lavender from my garden from this year. It also makes me think of a little wreath that you would use for a Victorian miniature dollhouse. So we'll go ahead and get started. I used some fresh lavender from my garden. I've had it in a jar for the last couple of days, and it's starting to go south. As you can tell, it's starting to lose some of its little petals and seeds, so right now is a good time to get it dried so it stays in that dried state. So what I'm doing is I'm staggering the stalks as much as I can to try to fill up the gaps in the spaces. And here I have a little glass ramekin. It's probably about 3.5 inches wide. This is probably as wide as I'll use. I actually like to go a little bit more narrow. This is probably about 2.5 inches. So what I do is I stagger the stalks, and then I start to coil it inside of the container and stagger some more stalks. It's important to do this before the stems start to go dry and woody, so obviously it's still pliable and you can easily mold it. I just tuck it in there. I'll do some more. This one. This is all off of the same plant, but if you'll notice that some of the blooms are different. Some of them are smaller and some of them are fuller. I'm not exactly sure the reason for this. I would guess it has to do with the age of the plant, since this plant that I have in my yard is very old. It's about, probably 8 to 10 years old. So once I get that wound around with as much lavender stalks as I can, then I will place it in my shed where it's very dry. I'm at a high altitude, so I have very dry air, and I will dry these for about a week, and from there I'll take them out. And so I've got all different sizes here, widths, but once they dry, they come out like this. And so it's shrunk some. It's definitely just more dry, and it's very fragile. From here you can kind of try to tear it apart a little bit carefully. Or you can just leave it like this and tie a little ribbon around it. I have this really pretty ribbon. I actually got this at the thrift store. But you just tie it around and look like that. So I just wanted to share this little tutorial with you and show you how I make these beautiful little miniature lavender wreaths. Thank you for watching.